Guys, today we're checking out real stories of 15-year-olds who made millions of dollars. This is Alex. He made a lot of money.
It all started with me being obsessed about history and archaeology.
Okay, so he likes history and archaeology.
I probably read more than 100
He's a smart
books on
boy.
those
He likes to
topics.
read.
So you
Reading
can
gets you money,
how
kids.
excited
Learn to
I was
read.
when my dad gave me a metal detector for Christmas.
The metal detector,
I
interesting.
immediately grabbed a shovel and ran into our
What's he looking
forest
for?
here in Poland.
Oh,
it
he's
took me less
Polish.
than 4 hours to dig up my first treasure. It
Oh,
was
he
a
found some
rusted
treasure. What
machine
is
gun
it?
from the Second World War.
A machine
After I
gun?
did
What?
some research, I learned that it was a PPD-40 and used by
Where
the
did he
Soviet
find
Union
a
during
machine
World War II.
gun? What?
Of course, my mom was shocked when I showed it to her.
That's just in his
but my
backyard?
dad laughed and said it was cool, and he encouraged
It
me
is
to
cool.
continue my hobby. Well, that's exactly what I did for the next few years. Whenever
And
I
how
had
did you
free
make money out
time,
of this?
I would wander through our beautiful forest searching for new treasures. And after a year, I had my first big discovery. It was a very old helmet.
What?
I immediately took it to a museum
How did he
in our
find
city
all this
for an
stuff? What
inspection.
museum? What
When they
backyard
saw it, their
is
eyes
he in?
lit up. But then they took the helmet away from me and said that archaeological treasures found in Poland belong to the state.
Yeah, they
To
do.
be honest, I'm not
They're
sure
not
if what they
yours.
said was true, but I felt like they had stolen my helmet from me. That day, I swore to myself that the next time I found a treasure, I would keep it to myself and sell it on the black market.
Oh,
Because,
is that even
as I later
illegal?
found out, the helmet I had found was worth at least $20,000 US.
Yo, what?
It was a Roman auxiliary helmet in a really good condition. And recently, a
$20,000.
similar helmet was sold for $300,000
$300,000? What?
So you can imagine how angry I was, especially because the helmet was never displayed in that museum, which
just
means
stole it
they
from
had
him.
probably sold my helmet on the black market to get rich themselves. For the next few years, I had little to no luck. I mean, yeah, I found hundreds of grenades and rusty machine guns, but none of them had any value. It was 2 days after my 15th birthday when my metal detector started
15.
beeping like crazy.
Oh, he found something
And
worth
it wasn't just
$1 million.
beeping at
What is
one
it?
point, but it was beeping over an area of at least 2 square meters.
Oh, he found something. A
I
patch
wasn't
of
sure
gold
what
or
was
something?
laying under me, but I knew it was something very big. So I took my shovel and started digging.
What'd you
I
find there,
remember
buddy?
hitting against something. At first, I was scared. It could have been a mine, but I could feel that it wasn't metallic. After a few more seconds of digging, I realized that it was a big pot. It was
Oh, it's a
very
pot of
big
gold.
and heavy and kind of ugly.
It's
but why was my
definitely gonna
metal
have gold
detector been
inside.
beeping if there wasn't any metal? It took me a few
Because there's metal
seconds to
inside,
realize
dude.
that something was inside the pot.
Pot of gold!
So
I'm calling
I
it.
started pulling
I'm
the
calling
dirt
it.
out of the opening of the pot. It didn't
Watch
take
this.
long until I saw something golden. And trust me,
Boom.
I had
Nailed
waited
it.
years to find something golden.
Wow.
It were
A
coins.
pot of gold.
Lots
Pot
of
of gold coins. Left by a
Too many coins for
leprechaun.
me to carry. I looked around to see if someone had followed me or seen my treasure, but no one was there. So I took one coin with me
Just
and
one?
put the rest back into the hole and filled it with
Why wouldn't you
dirt
take
again.
more coins? Why
When
wouldn't
I
you just take a
arrived
bunch
home,
of coins?
I immediately showed my dad the gold coin I'd found. I told him there were
Yeah,
many
his
more,
dad's like, yeah,
and
that's
a big
what's up.
smile appeared on his face.
That's what's
He
up.
asked, how
Money.
many? And I said, more than I could count. We decided to go back the
Yeah.
following morning.
I wonder if
but
it's
this
still gonna
time I
be there.
realized that it wasn't just one pot full of gold coins.
No
but that there
way.
were
There's
several pots
more?
under the ground.
What?
Right next to each other. There were
What?
7 big pots in total.
7 pots
After
of
we had
gold?
brought all of them to our home, we counted a little more than
Yo.
10,000 gold coins.
It's just like
We had
RuneScape.
no idea how much they were worth, but we definitely knew we were rich. However, I made one big mistake.
What did you
I
do?
should have never asked my dad for help.
His
He
dad's
turned
gonna
out
steal
to
money
be a
from him.
selfish monster.
Oh.
Because the next morning when I woke up to take another look at my treasure, it was gone. I
He'd sold it
immediately
all.
asked my dad where the coins had gone, and he told me he had taken them away so I wouldn't spend them on stupid stuff.
And he's already
I
spent
got
them on
angry
stupid
and
stuff.
told him those were my coins, and he had no right to take them away from me. When I offered
the
him to
state's
share
coins.
the coins 50-50,
We're kidding.
he started laughing.
He's
and
laughing.
said, I have raised you, and I have bought you your metal detector. Therefore,
Oh.
those coins belong to me. Be a good boy, and I will give you a few of them someday. Oh, I
Fight.
wanted to attack him right then and there.
They're your coins.
But
Take
that
them.
wouldn't have helped me find my coins either. No, I needed to find out where my dad had hidden them.
Ooh, I
I
wonder
knew
where
the only
he's
way my
hiding
dad
them.
could have transported them was by using his car. That's why I asked several store owners in our city if I could take a look at their security cameras that were facing to the street. I told them someone had stolen my dad's car, and we were trying
Oh,
to find
smart
out
boy,
where the
smart
thief
boy.
had driven it.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to help and gave me access to their security camera footage.
This guy's a
From
genius.
there, it was
Hacking into
easy
their
to follow
systems
where
and
my
stuff.
dad had driven his red Honda. Once I knew the district my dad had gone to, it immediately clicked. He had gone to my aunt. I called her up and asked if my dad had recently visited her.
And he had.
She said, yeah, he came in here at 5 a.m. in the morning.
5 a.m.?
He said he
That's
needed to store a few
time.
boxes in my
Yeah,
basement.
those are the pots of gold.
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
I immediately visited my aunt and told her my dad wanted me to pick up his boxes again. Then
Oh,
I ordered
smart
a
play,
taxi
smart
and brought
play.
the
I
coins
like
into a
that.
cheap hotel. I took
Oh, I
one
wouldn't
coin
do
with
that.
me and went to a pawn shop. I asked how much it was worth, and the guy looked shocked. He
It's
asked
very
me who had
shocked.
given it to me, but I knew it was better to not give him any information. So instead, I asked him again, how much will you
much is
pay
it
me for
worth?
it? He took a closer look and told me it was a Roman gold coin and in perfect condition. When he said he was willing to pay $15,000 for this single
What?
coin, I almost fainted. But I tried to stay cool, even though I had
And he's got
10,000 more of these coins
10,000
laying
of
around
them?
in my cheap hotel. What if someone
It's
broke
like
into my room
$150
and
million.
stole them from me? I took the $15,000 and ran back to my hotel. Luckily, my coins were still there. I immediately ordered a taxi and drove to Warsaw,
That's an
the
insane
capital
amount
of
of money.
Poland. There, I checked into a luxury hotel where I was safe from my dad and thieves. All that happened
You
a
don't know
few
if you're
years
safe from
ago,
thieves.
and I haven't seen my dad since.
Oh, what?
I
Really?
sold all my 10,000 coins for a total of $50
$50
million
million?
to several private collectors.
That's
and
not a bad
I even
effort.
found a legal loophole so I wouldn't have to pay any taxes.
Hey,
Today,
what?
I'm 18 and living on Ibiza. I'm mostly partying and
He
having
lives in
fun.
Ibiza? I've been
But I
there.
also offered my mom to leave my dad and start a new life with me.
What did she
However, she said she wouldn't leave my dad because she loved him too much.
say? Wow,
Well,
he tried to
I'm
steal
sorry,
from your
but
kid.
that's her problem. As
Fair
long
enough.
as she lives with my dad, I won't give her a single penny.
This guy doesn't like his dad. Fair enough.
I illegally
This
bought
guy,
credit card
Simon,
information of dozens of
buying
people on the
credit card
internet
information at
and used those
9
to order
years old?
pizzas for me and my friends.
Oh, he's like a
I know
hacker.
what I did was wrong, but that's not what this story is about. This
But-
story is
oh,
about
is that
Bitcoin because
Yeah.
the
Get in
hackers that
Bitcoin,
sold the
kids.
credit card
Buy
information
crypto.
on the internet
Woo-hoo.
wanted bitcoins in exchange.
Yeah.
So back in 2010, I decided to buy 400
this
bitcoins,
guy's rich now.
which only cost me $50 back then.
$50, that's
I
probably worth
spent
like
40 of
$5
those
million
bitcoins to buy
now.
the credit card information of around 30 people, which was
Yo.
more than I needed. And afterward, I completely forgot about the other 360 bitcoins I had
Yeah,
left.
that's a lot of
Only
money.
in 2017, when I saw a newspaper article talking about Bitcoin
he's
and,
like,
how
"Yo,
its price
I
had
got that
exploded,
Bitcoin."
I remembered I had a few bitcoins
Bitcoin's
left.
worth like
They were still on my
5
old
times that
laptop,
amount
though,
now.
and I wasn't sure if I had thrown it away. So I ran into my basement to search for it, and there I found it.
Oh, he's
My
found his
old
hard drive.
laptop. I took him to my room and turned him on. I was so nervous, but
Is that an
then I
orange
immediately saw
hard
the
drive
Bitcoin
instead of
wallet
an Apple
icon on my
one?
laptop screen. I opened the application.
Oh,
It
how much
read
money you got?
connecting to the internet. And I was
How much
so
money you
nervous,
got?
wondering if my old bitcoins were still inside the
Bitcoins,
wallet.
2011,
But when it said
few million dollars.
360 bitcoins left,
Not
I got
bad.
so euphoric that I screamed as loud as I could.
That's
Next,
like
I
$30
typed
million.
into Google, 360
Even more.
bitcoins converted to US dollar. Because I had no idea how
Nowadays,
much they
at
were
least.
actually
But
worth.
this is an older video.
When it said
5 million, it's worth
US
way more than
dollars,
that now,
I
dude.
first had to take a deep and
It's
long
worth like
breath.
15
But
to
then I
30
ran
million.
to my mom and screamed, "We are rich! We are rich!
We're rich.
I was so excited I couldn't control myself and started dancing
He's
for
doing
no
Fortnite
reason.
dance moves.
My mom thought I was joking and told me to calm down and to bring out the trash. She didn't get it. Even though I told her we were worth $5 million, she just didn't believe me. I also thought about telling my friends from school, but I figured it was better if they didn't know I was rich.
Money, money,
2 weeks
money.
later, I had cashed out
Don't
all
tell
my
people if you
bitcoins.
have money.
I had to
Always
pay
cash all
20%
that.
taxes
No, don't do
on
that.
them. So I was left with
Just keep
only
it in
$4
crypto.
million.
Oh, poor
Which
guy,
wasn't
only
too
$4
bad
million.
for a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
The first thing I did was buy my mom a nice apartment. She had raised me as a single mother and always worked 2 jobs. She had done so much for me, and now I was
That's
finally
nice of
able to
him.
pay her back. But when I showed her her new
She's not happy.
apartment, she asked me if I was making money selling drugs. Oh my God, Mom,
Mom, it's
stop it.
crypto.
Just enjoy yourself. Why can't you just be happy? After I had spent $600,000 on the apartment, I put $3 million into a low-index S&P 500 fund, which is
Should've
one of
just
the
kept it in
safest
crypto.
investments you can make.
Should've just kept it in
And
crypto.
I also kept another $200,000 for me and another $200K for my mom, so we could spend it on whatever we wanted. Of course, I bought myself a nice new car. It was a luxury SUV.
Bad
and when
investment
I arrived
there,
at
buddy.
school, everyone was impressed. Suddenly, the kids that had made fun of me before kept their mouths shut.
Why?
So,
'Cause you got
did money
money?
change me as a person?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I have much more self-confidence now. even though I can say I'm happier than before. I mean, I'm still the guy playing video games all day and hanging
Playing
out with my old
Fortnite.
friends on the weekend.
But he's got cool
To be
Fortnite
honest,
skins.
I thought that once I'm rich, girls would be all over me. But that didn't happen at all. There was one time where I went to a bar with one of my friends and I bought a huge golden
Aren't you like
champagne
16?
bottle for
How are you even allowed to buy
$800.
bars?
But even then,
Go to
no
bars.
girl wanted to talk to us.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a bummer, to be honest. The other thing is that I'm petrified about losing my money, which is why I'm reading at least one book per week about investing. I know it was pure luck that I became a millionaire at such a young age. But I also know that if I spend my money on stupid things like a yellow
be smart with
Lamborghini
your
that
money.
soon, I'll be just as broke as I was before. And trust me, it takes a lot of self-control to stay rich. For example, last week, I bought a $30,000 gold
Yeah,
chain
that's not a
with
good
diamonds
investment,
on
man.
it. It's so flashy that I can't even wear it outside because I'm scared someone will steal it from me. That's why I only showed it to some of my friends. They all said it looked cool, but afterward, I felt like an idiot because I realized I had just spent $30,000 on a diamond chain to impress other people. What a waste of money. Anyway, I think I talked enough about myself. Let me know in the comments what you would do if you suddenly had a few $1 million in your bank
If I suddenly
account.
had a few $1 million,
Thank you for listening, and please
I
subscribe
would
to this channel
spend
if
it
you
all
want more
on
animated
GTA
stories.
shark cards. Let me know what you guys would spend all your money on. Fortnite skins. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.